That's my daily workout for the day.
This is the apocalypse.
Hey my beautiful weirdos. So it's traffic time right outside my house. Can't wait to move down the street because then I'll be moving into a cul-de-sac where there won't be like back and forth traffic. But I have to deal with what I have here. It's hot, so my windows are open, and I'm just gonna apologize in advance for all the noises that you will hear aside from my voice. So in today's video, I just wanted to kind of chit chat with you guys about a recent fiasco involving this head of hair. So before I get started, I'm just going to tell you the point of this video straight up. Do your research on your hairstylists. Get photos of their work. It's just like getting a tattoo. Like, do the same thing for a hairstylist if you really care about your hair. Because, yeah, I went through a lot. So shall we start at the beginning? And I will show you guys pictures of what I'm talking about as the video, as I'm talking, so that you guys can actually see what was going on in my hair. So basically, in previous videos, you might have noticed that my hair was very brown at the roots, kind of an orangey red up top, and then like a really nasty pinkish orangish blonde at the bottom. Well, that is how my hair fades naturally after dyeing it red. That's how it always has faded. That's just what it looks like. Now, I let it go for quite a while. I don't think I had colored my hair for about 2 months because I had been working on getting the color out so that I could eventually go lavender. Like that. Now, my boyfriend was supposed to walk for his graduation, which ended up not happening, but I still wanted to get my hair done for that because my hair was just looking pretty bad and I wanted it to be nice for, for his event. So I was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna have somebody do it. I'm gonna bite the bullet. I'm gonna pay for somebody to do my hair. I normally do it myself. I called a couple of salons, but they were, really busy because it was last minute. And so, like that I expected. I was totally, cool with that. I finally went to my last choice of salons and walked in and said, hey, this is what I want to do. I want to do it ASAP. And one of the girls actually was standing at the counter, is a hairstylist there, not just the receptionist. So I tell her what I want to do and she's like, yeah, that's awesome. We can do that. We might not be able to get as light as that, but we can definitely, we'll get you nice and trimmed up and we'll at least get you like on the right track to being that. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, so it's not going to be quite like pale silver lavender. It's just going to be like a pale purple, which is cool. I knew it wasn't going to be a right away thing. I do hair. I am a cosmetologist, so I know what goes on here, okay? Keep that in mind while you're watching this video. I do actually know how to do hair. So they tell me, all right, we'll do it tomorrow. So I wake up the next day and I'm all excited. Like, okay, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed how long my hair was, but that's where it is now. It used to be to the bottom of my rib cage. Ugh. That's my daily workout for the day. We go in, the first thing that she wants to do is do a color remover to just kind of lighten up the red. Awesome sauce. We do that and it gets to like an orangey color. Looks good. So then she wants to cut my hair. I'm very protective of my hair. I told her I didn't want more than 2 to 3 inches cut off my hair. Guys, did you see that? That was 6 inches. Okay, that was the first mistake. I should have walked out of the chair right then and there. Granted, my hair looks healthier now, but that's beside the point. That was half a foot, okay? Half a foot is no joke. And I didn't even notice until I got home, but she did not give me any layers. I have thick hair. This is half up, half down. all this hair up here, okay? I need layers. She gave me a straight across, blunt cut. There were no layers in my hair. But like I said, didn't know that till I got home. So she cuts my hair. Then she does a bleach treatment to get the rest of the color out. So I get to a Sunny D kind of color. Awesome. We're still on the right track. I'm sitting under the dryer getting a treatment, an Olaplex treatment for my hair, or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I was just sitting under the dryer drying my hair? At this point, I don't know. I was in the chair for 7.5 hours, okay? So I'm sitting under the dryer, and she's like sitting there mixing colors. She's got 3 bowls of colors. One's like a blue, one's some kind of purple, one is some kind of other purple. Now, I don't know why this blue was even in the mix. So I wanted to leave my roots alone. Not really like leave them alone, but I wanted them to stay dark and just kind of fade into the rest of my hair. She didn't do that. Okay, so I don't know if what she was planning on doing was like blue at the roots to make them dark. But she didn't bleach the roots. She literally just left them alone, and so I still looked like I had regrowth. Like, now they look good because they kind of blend, but no, it was really bad. It was just like a block of color. It was like, it should have been like this, but it looked like this. Does that make sense? Anyways, so I get back in the chair. I can't see what she's doing. She started in the back of my head, went up to the top, and then obviously I can't see what she's doing. But apparently, she's grabbing a whole hell of a lot of this blue color, foiling that in my hair. And, do y'all know who Guy Tang is? Yeah, I think she was, like, trying to be him. I literally just wanted lavender hair. And guys, this is what I ended up with. I was blueberry, okay? I couldn't see anything. She's putting the foils in my hair, doing this, that, and the other. Then she washes me out, and everybody's saying like, oh, it looks so beautiful, it's so pretty, blah, blah, blah. So I'm thinking, yeah, this is awesome. Get back into her chair, and she does not let me see it. She said like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a surprise. She's gonna dry my hair and curl it so I can see all the dimensional colors. I think the real reason was because she knew she screwed up. Turn around, my hair is blue. 7.5 hours later, $220 later, I have blueberry hair. So I'm not happy, but I want to go home. I'm like, no, I can't do this. I had like these weird teal spots. I had no purple, guys. Like, I think the very tips of my hair might have had a little bit of like silver lavender in them, but that's it. So the next day, I try to be a good sport about it, but I just couldn't. I tried to make a joke about with my mom. I was like, Mom, I look like a Smurf. And then instead of laughing, I just bawled for like an hour and a half straight. I bawled my eyes out because, like I said in the beginning, I'm very protective of my hair. Like, I do a lot of stuff to it, but I still care about my hair. So I call the manager. I'm like super upset right now. I tell her everything that happened, and she's like, okay, come into the store and we'll see, we'll look at your hair and we'll see what we can do. And I will personally fix this for you, no charge whatsoever. So I'm like, yes, this is gonna get fixed. I'm really happy. So I go into the store, and now this is before work. Like, I ended up being late for work because I was sitting in the chair, because they just like squeezed me in when they could. I go in. My first complaint was that she cut my hair way too short, which obviously there's nothing you can do about that except grow it out, but also that there was no layers. So she had another girl there, like, fix my layers. It looked so much better already. I did have to do a little damage control myself, just around the face, but I've been cutting my hair for years, so I'm really picky about how it looks. And that was all fine and dandy, it looked good with the cut. And then so the manager actually does a clarifying treatment on me, and I get to a, like she gets me in the chair, she does this treatment, and I get to this color right here. Almost on the right track, guys. Like, I am actually on the right track to being lavender. It's still really dark like underneath, but the top is starting to look really pretty, and I was really actually quite happy with the results. So I make my appointment for exactly 1 week later, and this is where like the real fiasco happens, okay? And this is what I'm saying, like, do your research. I go in thinking that I'm getting another clarifying treatment. As I'm sitting in the chair, she goes, so I think instead of doing a clarifying treatment, I'm going to do a gels treatment, and I'm going to use a 30 volume and this clear gel color, whatever, and see what happens. And I'm like, oh no, okay, this can't be good. So I let her do her thing. I sit under the dryer for half an hour, and she's washing my hair out, and she's like, oh, it's so pretty, it's mermaid hair. Typically, mermaid hair is not purple, so I'm a little like, okay, what's that mean? She sits me down in the chair, and I am now green. Every single ounce of purple is gone. We were on the right track, and every single ounce of purple is gone. I had bright teal roots and moldy green hair. I was devastated. I just walked out, nice and calm. I called a friend of mine who is a hairstylist, and I was like, look, I got a hair emergency. I don't need you to fix it. I just need you to tell me that it's fixable. That's all that matters. So I go home, my mom sees it and just is done. She's almost as mad as I am. So my mom calls and is like, look, here's the situation. My daughter is totally unhappy. I want my money, or she wants her money back. And the woman goes, well, unfortunately, we don't give money back on these services, but I did tell your daughter that, we're fixing it for free, and that, I would put another color over top of it. And so, like, I'm listening in on this conversation. I'm just, like, floored because she's lying to my mom. So my mom hangs up the phone and is like, here, let me talk to her. I'm going to call, I'll call you right back. She says, the lady told me that she would put a color over top of it. And I was like, yeah, she told me she would put a color over top of it in a week. I have to walk around. I'm a professional. I have to walk around with moldy green hair for a week. Otherwise, I'd have to pay for the color. And so my mom's like, light bulb off in her head. Okay. So she calls the lady back and she's like, look, I want my money back. I don't care if you guys don't give money back. I want it back. And she goes, well, we don't give money back, unfortunately, but we can give you a gift certificate to come back to our store. And my mom's like, she's not coming back. I'm like, I'm not coming back. Like, this is so ridiculous. So we hang up the phone. My mom's just like, okay, we're done with you people. Hang up the phone. Call corporate. So leave a message, and it's a couple days before they get back to us. Now, this color I did on my own. I went to go see my hairstylist friend, and he's like, yes, it's fixable. We're just going to do a bleach bath, like a color remover, get this, as much of this green out as possible, and then we can go whatever color. So I basically go to the pro store, get some color remover, get a couple colors, and cross my fingers that it's going to work. 3 hours later, now keep in mind, I ended up with blue hair after 7.5 hours with somebody else doing it. After only 3 hours, I finally managed to get this. Color remover, mixed up my color, put it in, boom, bam, done. I'm back to being a redhead, and it feels really good. So finally, corporate gets back to me, and bless you, corporate. I explained the situation, and she did seem a little perturbed by it. And she goes, we will refund you your money. How much was it? $220. That's a lot of money to spend on your hair and not get anything remotely close to what you want. Like, had it been, you know, I wanted like light brown and I got 2 shades darker brown, that would have been different. $220 later, I got that. Whatever. She is refunding me my money. I'm still waiting for it to like come in the mail, because what they do is they send you like a Visa card with the amount that you paid on it. So I'm very thankful to corporate for helping me out in this situation. Moral of this very, very long story, guys, do your research. I like I said, I've been doing my hair myself for years, and I got a wild hair up my ass to have somebody else do it because I was short on time, and because I rushed it, I had this fiasco. Needless to say, I fixed it myself with the help of my friend, and I am quite pleased with it. It's not quite my bright red, my staple Jen hair, but it's really pretty. I like it. And you can see like there's a couple spots in here that are purple. That's where the teal was that actually would not come out of my hair, just saying. So yeah, that is my very long rant on my hair fiasco. So just do yourselves a favor, guys. Be smart about your hair. It was really hot and I was just like talking for a long time and I'm like, so yeah. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, etc., feel free to leave that down below in the comments and I will get back to you, I promise. And you can always find me on Instagram and Twitter and sometimes Snapchat at Jen Pereira, just like it is spelled right down there, to make it super, super simple. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and become part of the Apocalypse family, because you guys are what make it possible for me to make my videos. For those of you who already have subscribed, I love you. And on that note, I need to go wash this mess. I did buy some red shampoo also, like a red depositing shampoo. You would think that after 7 years of being red, I would have had red depositing shampoo, but no, I haven't. I just finally bought some and I have to say that I like it. Thumbs up to that. And applying 2 dots under the eyes and 2 dots over the eyes. To finish this off, I'm doing a nude lip. I'm starting off with ColourPop Cosmetics Lip Liner.